No quit and all grit for the Adamson soaring Falcons. The boys from San Marcelino staying alive in the race for the last Final Four spot after a huge win over NU Wednesday night. Joining us to go all out on the stories, Adamson head coach Nash Racela. Good evening to you, Coach Nash, and welcome back to the show.
Hello, Christine. Thank you again for having me.
Well, wonderful to have you, Coach. I mean, how have you been? You're definitely the man of the hour. All eyes are on you. And of course, you and your boys are definitely something else, as you guys always find a way. You know, despite the tall odds, you guys just proved just that by defeating the NU Bulldogs just last night, 68-62. Now, NU, Coach, has always been such a dangerous team in the UAP. Were you surprised? I mean, how did you pull this off, Coach?
Yeah, you said it right. All grit, no quit.
All grit,
so,
yeah.
that's how I think we won that game yesterday. No? We kept on competing. The boys really fought hard, gave themselves a chance. I was really surprised that a team like NU, a very good rebounding team, we were able to out-rebound them last night. So, yeah, again, the credit goes to our players.
Yeah,
just hanging in there, just keep on fighting.
I mean, you did mention, a lot about the rebound, but something that also stood out on the game Wednesday was the bench that you had against the Bulldogs. I mean, yung second unit ng Adamson scored what? A total of 50 points compared sa 12 ng NU. And, as you said, all hands on deck. I mean, were you ready? Was your second team ready for this? Were you surprised by this?
Well, not really surprised. That's part of our expectations of our players, from our players. Well, NU probably was surprised because we are one team that really struggles offensively. That's very obvious in our games. But yesterday, we were not really scoring at will, but we scored above the average. So it really worked for us yesterday. Not just our defense, but also, our offense really helped.
That's right. Well, Coach, this has definitely been, quite a journey for you guys. You had this year was, full of challenges for you. I mean, nandyan first up yung injury ni Jerome Lastimosa after that game against UP last month. All of these things seem like it was just yesterday. How has the experience here in season 86 actually helped shape the character of your team?
Well, number one, it's really tough for the team, having to lose Jerome. Well, the whole season, the players have been struggling to fill the spot, that void that was left by Jerome. But collectively, it has been working for us. We always emphasize that it's really hard to replace a player like Jerome. But if the players would really help each other, just trying to pitch in, giving us positive contributions, then everything will be a lot easier. And that's something that they've been doing successfully, at least as of late.
I mean, definitely, Coach. I mean, without Jerome, your team actually had to step up and go out of their box and do incredible things. It is definitely an amazing season for you. Also surrounding, a lot of these things, and this is something that we do have to talk about, which is about the comments that you had on the officiating of during the game of your game against Ateneo. You definitely, stood your ground. You did issue an apology to avoid getting suspended. Okay, so that being said, how do you cope, Coach, moving forward? How do you deal with all of these maybe complaints that you may have? I mean, how do we improve the quality of all of these calls that never seem to go away? I mean, this is nothing new. We've had this way back when.
Yes. Yeah, well, I always say as coaches, it is that's part of our responsibility to really point things out, bring it to the attention of the commissioner's office, and hopefully they also make adjustments and do their part. But that's something that not just myself, no, but a lot of coaches do. But again, that's already part of the past. I'd like to move on to the more important games for us. This Sunday we will be playing
Yeah.
UE, and that's really a must-win ball game for us.
Yes. So let's move forward. There's certain things that need to happen. Actually, two things that need to happen
Yes.
for you guys to see action in the Final Four. One, you have total control over, and that will be your game, against UE, and that will happen on Sunday, November 19th. Tapos yung isa naman, it's definitely out of your hands. I mean, kailangan talaga matalo. LaSalle will have to lose to Ateneo on Saturday, November 18. So, my question to you right now, how confident are you that it will work out for Adamson?
Yeah. Again, the only thing we could do is really prepare for the Sunday game, and at the same time do our part in preparing the team in case we play Ateneo for a knockout game Wednesday. Which means Saturday when they play, we need to scout and watch that game versus LaSalle. Study their game, and maybe at the same time cheer for LaSalle. Animo.
There you go. So what is it now? What is it that you tell your coach? That you tell your players, coach? Heading into Saturday's game or Sunday's game, what is it that you're telling your coach, your boys now?
Well, we just tell them that it's really nice that up to this point we're still standing, alive and kicking, giving ourselves a chance. Always the preaching is to do our part. So yeah, today we took a day rest. Tomorrow we go back, practice again, prepare. We have 2 days to prepare for the UE game. So hopefully, those two things happen so that we move on to a knockout game.
There you go. Well, definitely it ain't over till it's over. We all look forward to what the weekend will bring to all of us. Thank you once again, Coach, as always.